Catherine Rice. I am chair of Imagine Greenhaven, Inc. It is my pleasure to be here, and I really congratulate you all and welcome you here. Thank you for listening to us. Before I start, I want to acknowledge the DeKalb delegation for hosting this summit, and especially interim chair Karla Drenner. We appreciate this. I think it's the first time everyone gets to hear from every side. I want to tell you a little bit about myself in that I've always been interested in government, in community affairs, and I majored in government in undergrad at Harvard, and I got my PhD in public policy, specializing in economic development and urban affairs. And I mention this because we have a base of knowledge that we had when we started, and since we've started, we've built on that base of knowledge. We have a team of people that we work with, and that team of people brings special skills to the table, each and every one of them, who have also been involved in the community. And I would like the board members of Greenhaven to please stand up, just so people know who you are. Since we're cutting back on time, I was going to ask some questions, but let me start off by putting us on the same page. Our comments are addressed a lot to residents in South DeKalb. And so these are the things that we think that people in South DeKalb want. We want to see, do I have to advance this? Yes. We want to see restaurants, different restaurants. We want to see coffee houses. We want to see different retail outlets that we can go to within our neighborhood without having to get into the car and drive far away. We are interested in getting our roads improved and our potholes fixed. We are interested in having a golf course where you can play golf. We are interested in beautiful commercial areas that are litter-free. And we're interested in having, instead of dollar stores, businesses and corporations that bring jobs. So the question that we've been asking ourselves is, if we want these things, why don't we have these things? And as we've thought about that further, what we come to is that if we're presenting what we think is the best solution for you, which we think cityhood is, then why are people not buying into it? Or why are they concerned? And what we came to is that we believe that there's a lot of fear out there. And when you have fear, you have to address that fear. So today we want to do three things. We want to talk about the basics of Greenhaven. We want to address some of those fears. We want to talk about some of the hope and vision that we have. So let's start with our first slide, which is the map of Greenhaven. I'm at an angle, so I can't see as much.
Speaker.
Is this better?
Oh, yeah. Wow.
So sorry. So this is the map of Greenhaven.
I'm not going to get close enough where it causes interference and walk around.
Thank you so much. Great. Good.
That's good.
On the eastern border, we're on the eastern border of DeKalb County. I don't think this has a light. To the north, we follow the boundaries of 78 until 78 hits 285, go down 285, and then we follow Memorial Drive until it hits the western border of DeKalb County, which is Moreland Avenue. We are everything south of that. There are 6 cities that either touch or are within our boundaries, and those are the cities of Stonecrest, Lithonia, Stone Mountain, Pine Lake, Clarkston, and we border the city of Atlanta. We're offering 4 services. Those 4 services are Parks and Recreation, Code Enforcement, Planning and Zoning, and Roads. We are not yet offering police or public safety. And that's because every new city has 2 years that they can decide what services they want to take on. And we can afford to have city, or at least that's what we're told by the police. However, we'd like to do it in a different way. So we're going to take our time. And not every new city takes on every service that's available. So for example, water is something that will stay with the county. We did a feasibility study with the University of Georgia Carl Vinson Institute, and what they calculated is that our total annual revenues would be $45.6 million, our expenses would be $18.4 million, and the end result would be excess revenue of $27.2 million. I want to talk about SPLOST a little bit because this is the basics of where we are right now. SPLOST was just created and was enacted in 2018. SPLOST is a sales tax. So every time you purchase something, we pay 8% sales tax. One of that 8% goes to infrastructure. And so it's going to fix roads, potholes, it's going to repair buildings, and to build new buildings. Every person then contributes towards SPLOST. However, SPLOST revenue is distributed a little differently. So SPLOST revenue is distributed according to the population. If you have a city and 10% of that, and the city has 10% of the population, then 10% of SPLOST revenues will go to the city. 5% of the population, 5% goes to the city. If you are in unincorporated DeKalb, which is most of South DeKalb, then the revenue that would come to you goes to the county. If you live in a city, your SPLOST revenue that comes to you, you get to decide how that SPLOST revenue gets spent, and 100% of that SPLOST revenue goes to the city, is controlled by the city, and is spent in that city. For those of us who live in unincorporated DeKalb, that money goes to the county. And the county, by law, cannot discriminate between those who live in a city and those who don't. So it gets distributed across the county. That means that if you live in a city, you get 100% of your SPLOST. If you live in the county, we don't get 100% of our SPLOST revenue. And what that means is, for the legislators, because we're looking for you to approve our vote, is that if we do not incorporate, we will remain in a situation where we will be in an unfair advantage when it comes to the distribution of SPLOST funds. So, we talked about facing our fears, and I'm going to tell a little story. When I was growing up, I'm old enough now that when we started learning math, we used what we call slide rules. And slide rules are like two rulers that you put together, because that was the only way we really had to do long math. So if you wanted to multiply 1,977 times 6,842, you took those slide rules and you had to calculate an approximate number, because algorithms were on the calculator. So when calculators came out, we thought that was the next best thing to sliced bread. Calculators were about that big. They cost $400, and all you had to do was punch a button for a few seconds, and you got an exact number to the 5th or 8th decimal point. After the calculators, then we got desktop computers, then we got laptop computers, and then we got cell phones. And today we cannot live without our cell phones. But if you walk into a convention center, you'll find a little calculator for free in your bag that will do the same thing that that old calculator used to do. We in South DeKalb, progress-wise, we're at the calculator. We don't have a lot of things that we see in other parts of the county. And what we're trying to do here is to get those things. So, here are some of the concerns that we have heard expressed from you all. 1, will forming a city cause taxes to rise? Our answer is no. And this is the millage rates, which your property taxes are based on for DeKalb County and the cities that have formed, Dunwoody, Brookhaven, Tucker, and Stonecrest. And you'll see that not only have they not increased, but that Brookhaven's taxes have decreased since they started. Will forming a city cause my property values to decrease? So, one is that for those who have moved in, who are most concerned about this, you have caused the property values to increase. When you bought it, that neighborhood was at a certain level. When you bought your house, you improved it, now those property values have increased. Here we had a study done by Troy University, and they did a study of these 4 cities, a case study. And you'll see that from 2000 to 2016, the minimum increase was 125%. The maximum one that of the 4 they studied was 101%. If property values rise, is there a way to protect seniors and the elderly? This is a concern because we don't want to knock people out. In the Greenhaven Charter, section 7.11, which is the millage rate, the City Council may provide for limits, freezes, discounts, and/or other allowances from the millage rate to vulnerable populations. What this means is that right now we're in a market atmosphere. Whatever discounts you can get from the county, you do not lose them when a city incorporates. But what the city will do is offer additional discounts to protect those vulnerable populations. Vulnerable would be seniors, low income, veterans. If we do not incorporate, those vulnerable populations will be at the mercy of the market. And so I think we can look at Decatur, which has escalating housing values rising, causing a lot of the most vulnerable populations to leave. They'll be protected under the city. Does it help us for the city of Greenhaven to be big? That's the first thing I think that hits people. So when we started this, we looked at 4 options. We looked at status quo, remaining under the county. We looked at whether to create a small city, whether to create a big city, or whether to annex into the city of Atlanta. We talked to people and we did research. The main reason we formed a large city is because we don't have as much commercial real estate as other areas in DeKalb County. And it is very important to us to keep taxes low. We're fiscally conservative. In order to keep taxes low, we adopted this economies of scale. I can best explain that by saying that's why we go to Costco's and Sam's, because we know that if we want to buy, say for example, Coke, you can buy X amount of Coke in this big bottle or X amount of Coke in these cans. It's a lot cheaper if you buy it in the big bottle because it costs less for the company to make it. Same applies here. The size also makes sure that we're included at the table. Those of us in South DeKalb have been interested in MARTA rail for a long time. If when you're small, they don't necessarily include you at the table. But when you're larger, they have to include you at the table, particularly if they're going to do some regional planning.
15 minutes, just here.
Are we creating a new level of government that's going to have more scandal and corruption? That's been another big concern. And so the way we created Greenhaven, we created community area planning units, similar to Atlanta's neighborhood planning units. It's a citizen participation. It's part of the charter. It's required. It will happen. And what NPUs and CPAs do is they create new leadership. When you could combine new leaders with the fact that we also have term limits for our city council people, then what that means is you create a competitive political atmosphere. So in Atlanta, the city council people make sure that they go to NPU meetings so they can hear what's on people's neighborhoods' minds. Finally, I think one of the fears that people have that we don't like to talk about is there's a lot of black folk in South DeKalb. And people are concerned, black and white, that maybe we can't be successful because we'll be a black city, a predominantly black city. And so we had a Dr. Waldner who did a study. She looked at majority minority cities created between 1990 and 2010 and found 44 of them. 42 of those 44 cities are economically solvent, meaning that the revenues either meet or exceed the expenses. They took a deep dive into 4 of those cities that I explained before. And so I want to give Kenneth an opportunity to say something. So just in brief, one of those cities had graduation rates improved from 49% to 80%. 49% drop in crime. Doral, and we did not know this before we deep dived into those 4 cities, was named one of the best cities in the state of America. No property tax, and other economic benefits that each of the cities were able to accomplish after they got incorporated. I'm going to stop here for interest of time. I'd like to give Kenneth, because I think you need to speak about the hope and the vision as well as what's happening right now.
All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning, delegation. Thank you for having us and hosting us. My name is Kenneth Saunders III, and I will be brief. I am, just to give you a little background about me, is that I am a product of DeKalb County. Went through public schools, currently live in Hidden Hills, the largest subdivision in Georgia. But to go ahead and actually continue, one of the things that Dr. Rice talked about was dealing with fear. And that is a scary word. Some people use it for political reasons and whatnot, but I see it as a different way. Fear, for me, stands for false evidence appearing real. And a lot of people latch onto that simply because of the fact is that they hear rumors but don't listen to facts. But here, we're about positivity with Magic Greenhaven. And it's about being able to present a vision for South DeKalb and part of Central DeKalb, so that way that we can progress and move forward and be successful. So one of the things that is key when it comes to economic development, you have several factors that are in there. First is tourism. Here with DeKalb County, we absolutely have a jewel of an area, particularly when you have Stone Mountain Park, the largest and busiest tourist attraction in the state of Georgia. But we also have Arabia Park, which is located in the city of Stonecrest. But also, one of the things that we have here in Georgia is dealing with the film and television industry, a huge multi-billion-dollar industry. And we have that actually here in the proposed city of Greenhaven with Blackhall Studios. Blackhall Studios is one of the largest studios here in Georgia, larger than Tyler Perry's studio, and this is a great revenue generator simply for the fact is that you have the film industry here, located here in particularly DeKalb County. But part of this too is what's really important is education and talent. Education is huge here in DeKalb County. And yeah, before with our school system, we've had challenges, but we're on the rise with this. But one thing that most people don't realize is that you have Wadsworth Elementary. This is a magnet school for high achievers, and it's quoted by AJC being a well-kept secret because this school has the highest test scores in all of Georgia, and it's located here in the proposed city of Greenhaven. So we also have the Georgia State University, our Decatur Perimeter campus, and then also here where we're sitting at right now, the Georgia Piedmont Technical College. Again, these colleges are focused on providing specific courses to be able to provide and enhance the community. But this is all with here in the proposed city of Greenhaven. But we have to have economic success. And part of our economic success is really being able to, as a brand new city, to minimize low return efforts. What do I mean by that? Well, first, we want to perfect the delivery of 3 initial services. That's code compliance, you have parks and recreation, and then also planning and zoning. These are key essential things that you have to have as far as the fundamental foundation of a new city. But then also we want to embrace the agile methodology. What that means is that we take opportunities and ideas, we quickly decide and evaluate to see whether or not if they benefit the residents of Greenhaven. We quickly pivot so that we're not spending time and resources on something that will not work. But the other thing that we also will do is consider absolutely every opportunity here with Greenhaven. But the thing is that we will not accept absolutely everything. We won't say yes to everything. And that's key because a lot of cities, when they form, have great ambitions about doing something, but they get bogged down and it's a waste of time. But here with Greenhaven, we plan on being absolutely efficient. The other thing too is that we have a strong business foundation. And with that is that we have high traffic counts. Here, most people don't realize is that the intersection of Western Chapel and I-20 is one of the busiest, in fact, the busiest intersection in all of DeKalb County. But yet we don't have the services. When that reflects, let's say, for instance, Ashford Doubleday. But the other thing is that we will support federal macroeconomics, which means that we'll use the federal government to maybe provide services and programs within Greenhaven. The other thing that we'll also have is exports of goods. With the exports of goods means that not only using properties like Black Hall Studios, but then also Seminole Landfill, which is the largest publicly owned landfill that we have here in DeKalb County, to be able to convert that and be able to utilize the services for industry. But then also we have the Greenhaven Business Alliance. This is our nonprofit organization that is designed to be able to attract businesses, but also to support the local businesses within the boundaries of Greenhaven. And this is absolutely huge. But here's the thing. This lays out with what we have and what we will currently have within the city of Greenhaven. But there's a video that I would like to be able to show to you with your permission that will lay out a vision for Greenhaven.
2 minutes remaining.
Thank you. And so imagine Greenhaven with us, particularly with our legislators. Please imagine. So one of the things that we request and we actually ask is that because for me, I do represent a different generation. And I'm always thinking about what can I do to be able to affect the generations that come after me. And with this, one, we ask, if you do support us, then why not support us and be able to vote for our own city? And if you do support us as well, why not have Greenhaven to have a true impact on the future generations here in Georgia? And with us working all together, we can truly achieve that. And I want to thank you for your time. Thank you.
If you'll call out your contact information as well as your office address on Glenwood, Dr. Rice?
Sure.
And that microphone's live right there as well.
You can reach us. Our email address is greenhavengA@gmail.com. Our website is greenhaven-ga.org. Our address is 3203 Glenwood Road, Decatur, Georgia 30032, and that is at the corner of Candler Road and Glenwood. And we have a Facebook page, which is Greenhaven Now. Is there anything I've left off, folks out there?
You want to give out a phone number?
Our phone number, no, I don't.
Okay. If y'all in the audience